and after the debuff we can farm down at the same time each other, so it all depends now on what they have as their third Pokemon. Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and this team was suggested to me by PokeSlow, who is an amazing member of our community here on YouTube and my channel. So we're gonna use Shadow Dragonite up in front, following with our Golisopod and Tapu Fini as a double water backline, which can be kind of a great generalist, both of those Pokemon, for the entire meta of Open Ultra League. So with this team I managed to get a pretty easy, almost instantly out there 10-0 win streak, which is pretty crazy and absolutely got me some really nice elo that I have lost during the past few days with a lot of teams trying to experiment on new stuff. So anyways, let's return now into the commentary, as we're having not only the win streak being showcased here, but also a lot of bad leads. So Clefable is definitely a very troublesome Pokemon for my team, especially up in front, but overall we can withstand the damage that is gonna provide with those Moonblast and still go ahead and push a lot with our moves. We're getting super low here, but I still decide to go ahead and shield up against that Meteor Mask because I have a feeling that I can get to that aerial ace pretty fast, but I get a little bit too greedy and down we go to that next move. So they still have a shield, but hopefully for us we're gonna stand kinda lucky here against a fire type on the end game, and of course Talonflame will have nothing to throw at this point because we're already there on that double serve, and we're gonna grab this first victory to start off the video in a positive tone. Look at how easy it is for us to get there, and of course Talonflame stands no chance at all. Into the next battle now trainers, and we're facing up in front a Tapu Fini. Guess what? A lot more of those bad leads are gonna come up on your screen in a while, so stay tuned till the end because you definitely do not want to miss those. Having now on the switch the Skeledirge, and this Pokemon is pretty troublesome with that disarming voice that it has for our Dragonite, and of course the simple Shadow Ball might actually do the trick here against our Golisopod, so we need to be extremely careful. Able to get here with the shield, trying to overfarm a little bit extra, and right after they are still gonna get to their disarming voice. I knew this was a disarming voice because they need one more Incinerate to get to that extra move, and since they want to switch out, I will do exactly the same thing to my own Tapu Fini. After that first aerial ace, not only we have done enough damage so that we can put them in combination with a few water guns at that Moonblast range, but also we have banked up one more move for the end game with our Golisopod, so perhaps we can have the upper hand towards the end of this battle. So Skeledirge here is gonna return into the battle to finish us off, and of course I'm gonna go in there with my Dragonite. They have a Shadow Charizard which is gonna do so much damage at us, but we don't care at all. We can still withstand it kinda easy, and still provide a lot of pressure with our Dragon Breaths, and we're gonna take this victory. Into the next battle now, and we're facing Charizard, but this time up in front. So let's see how this is gonna go up against our Dragonite, because I have a feeling that the simple Dragon Claw is just gonna destroy us down. We have to answer back at them with our own Dragon Claws, but look what they have brought into the battle first. They used Steelix as a safe switch here, and perhaps they want to bait out my water type Pokemon, but to be fair, we have one more ready to go. And with that Charizard up in front, it seems like they have a little bit of a big trouble against Tapu Fini. So Tapu Fini is gonna go crazy on this battle because not only that Charizard is gonna struggle, but also we can take advantage of that Steelix by farming a lot of energy in the process. They have already revealed their second move, which is Crunch, so I'm pretty fine by them throwing all of their energy back to back here, and still we can farm down, getting out of this matchup with 100 energy stored up. Gonna press immediately after I see the switch myself, and they have a matchup which is expecting the Moonblast, but we're not going for it. Gonna get a pretty easy shield here and still switch out to my Golisopod for big damage with the aerial ace, and now Machamp will unleash its full power with the Cross of Bait. Are you kidding me? I'm not blocking anything here, just gonna let everything actually go through my Golisopod, and right after we can easily farm down with Tapu Fini. Whatever they bring here, we still have a lot of options, they know that, and they will back out. Dragonite now against the world, and since we saw Steelix before, now we're gonna see it up in front, and look at that, Dragonite stand no chance at all, at least not yet. Perhaps on the later moments of this battle we might have a superpower up against the Steelix and we can flip it around, but for now we're gonna face a Golisopod on the switch. So a release here is gonna definitely do the trick, but what is this? Are you kidding me? Is that a great level Golisopod? Doesn't matter, we're gonna take advantage of that as well. So here comes now another boom with our aerial ace, and right after we need to respect their own damage, even though they are kinda under leveled over here. So that was pretty close overall, and now Toxicroak will return. Dragonite can face Toxicroak, and right after we're meeting up with the return of the Steelix, but now we have the proper alignment and we're gonna take this victory. I think that we were kinda lucky, they definitely misclicked on their Golisopod tap, and yeah, that did not end well for them. Anyways, leave that battle aside. Let's see now what we have going on here, because we had a 10-0 run against a lot of bad leads, and this Ampharos is one of those bad leads as well. Of course, this bad lead can always be overcome as an obstacle if we block twice here. They know that and they are not gonna let us farm down completely, but instead they're gonna bring their own Clefable into the battle. You know what, this is absolutely fine, we can still go ahead and bring our Golisopod here with Liquidation, able to do a lot of damage on their end. Down goes the shield, which is pretty nice by us, and now let's see what they are gonna do up against my Tapu Fini, because I definitely know that Dragonite is not coming up around. So all I have to do is to withstand whatever damage they're gonna throw at my Pokemon, and still I can go for that extra overfarm and kill against that Clefable with a simple Moonblast. So Venusaur here is gonna emerge out of nowhere, and we can still go ahead and push so much for that double Dragon Claw, almost for the knockout. And that almost is the key over here, because we can farm down with the water guns, charge up a little bit more extra. Let's see how they want to play this. Ampharos goes in, we don't care at all. Moonblast now for the win, and we're gonna take this amazing victory for our simple line. Into the next one now, trainers, and we're facing a Cresselia up in front. We saw how well we can withstand the damage from those Psycho Cats on the start of this video, but a simple Moonblast can absolutely be devastating for our Dragon type Pokemon, and we're kinda classy in the process. So what we want to do here is to spend some seals on the Dragonite, and perhaps then we can have the upper hand whatever lies at the back. So this Pokemon Cresselia is an absolute core breaker, not only because of its ability to one-shot down my Dragon type, but also it has access to Grass Knot, which can be kinda devastating for our Tapu Fini as well. So in the process here, we're just gonna return into the battle with our safe switch, which is Golisopod of course, and we will try to bait out something that Tapu Fini is afraid of. On the contrary though, we are still gonna bait out something like a Giratina, so perhaps they are kinda weak at the water typing at their third Pokemon, so let's see how this is gonna end. Another move, this time the Aerial Ace from my part, and after the debuff we can farm down at the same time each other, so it all depends now on what they have as their third Pokemon. Definitely gonna go in here with my Tapu Fini, because I know that even though their moves can be super effective, we can withstand at least the damage of one. And now at the back they have a fighter, but a pseudo fighter on the face of a Escavalier. So this Pokemon, whatever it throws here, we can survive it, but it ends up being just a Acid Spray, and I have a feeling that even if they get here to another one, we might actually do the trick and absolutely farm down. Dragon Claw is coming up, Cresselia doesn't stand a chance, and this is gonna end this battle into an amazing victory. Into the final one now, and we're facing the Yellow Reaper, who is a member of the PvP community, and of course we're having a very bad lead against a Spicy Pig on the face of Piloswine. From this trainer I always expect pretty high-end spicy battles, and yeah, seeing that Piloswine on Shadow, absolutely insane, and that Pokemon can absolutely be devastating for my front line and of course Dragonite by completely walling me down. So anyways, now we're just gonna get to our Aerial Ace, which is the only move that we can throw at this point, and another one, but they were counting, and as you can see this trainer is already legend, that's why they're using Spice I believe. So Dragonite now trying to completely farm down, and I'm just gonna let that move go through. I know that with Palusan around, perhaps my Dragonite will not even be needed. All I want to do is to go ahead, throw the superpower and finish it off in one shot, or just get that shield out of the way. So as it seems, we have now the shield advantage, they have none, and of course at the back there is gonna be Lurantis. The battle outcome has not been settled yet, but still Lurantis, which is another spicy Pokemon, can absolutely wall us down. Even though Moonblast is gonna connect for big damage, I don't think we stand a lot of chances up against this Pokemon. All we have to do here is to block, and right after I saw my switch timer. Look at how close we are here at the switch. I want to predict the correct move. I think they need 4 more powder snows. Gonna wait for the 4th, switching out to my Dragonite, and we're gonna take this victory eventually because of that final switch. What a great battle to end this video. Shout out to the Yellow Reaper for this battle. Shout out to PokeSlow for recommending this team, and that was an amazing one to end this video. Thank you for watching, trainers, and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet, because we have a lot of exciting stuff going on this channel. With that said, I have 2 more videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into the next one.